Hello everyone, welcome. My name is Oshina. I moved. This is my new bookshelf wall. These shelves were in my old place and I did film a whole video of me showing every single book and putting them in boxes and going through that. It's an hour long, so feel free to check that out. I am now going to set these up. I just had to get them out of the boxes, so that's why the books are just thrown on here. You can't even see the spines. I don't even know where books are what. So I'm going to film that with you right now. So some of it will be sped up, some of it I'll be talking, but this video will show my end result of my shelves. I'm gonna decorate them, like put all my little trinkets and pictures and stuff on them. But for now, I really want to organize them so that I at least know where my books are. I have no idea right now where I want certain books. I'm gonna take them all off the shelves, organize them in piles right here, and I'll show you that process and then we'll talk through it. So for now, I'm just introing this video and saying hello, and I'm very excited to finally get this going. So let's do it. Guys, I have not been even going that long and I'm already tired and I want to stop. But I can't now, which is good. I can't stop until it's done. I'm just trying to figure out which shelves I want to have what books, because I want to know, first of all, what are going to be seen in my videos, what are going to be seen by me. I figure at the top I'll see the least, so that's why I put the Left Behind up there. But I do have another shelf that I want to be my TBR shelf, but I may have to double stack it and just put books that I don't care to look at. Like, I want to keep my Left Behind series, but I don't need to see the spines on a consistent basis. I read them a long time ago, but I wanted to hold on to them, so they are taking up prime shelf space. And then I do want my Christian fiction to be at this level, because this is what most people will see in my videos. So I'm thinking Christian romance here, and then Francine Rivers on this shelf. And then I'm kind of leaning towards young adult above, and then I guess more, actually I think romantic suspense, Christian romantic suspense under the Christian romance, and then maybe Christian fiction, just not really romance specific beside the suspense. So we'll get there. But then yeah, I have a lot of other what about my rom-coms and just my clean romance and my nonfiction and other books that are awkward sizes. So I still have to figure that out. A break from doing those shelves. So this shelf is going to be my TBR shelf. I don't know if it's going to stay here, but I just need to start setting things up, and it's going to change and it's not going to be perfect, and that's totally fine. I just kind of threw books on this shelf and obviously random stuff, and I've got random stuff on the top. So again, I'm going to take everything off this shelf, and then I think there are some books that I've read that I think I want to put behind, because these shelves are deep enough they can have double stacked books. So all of my read books that I don't care to be shown but I still want to own them, will be behind here, and then I'll put the TBR books in the front, so then that'll free up more space on the white shelves, because there are quite a few books that just have memories or whatever that I want to keep that don't need to be shown, and I'm not gonna think about them, and it is what it is. That's part of the collection, is just having books that maybe you won't read again or whatever, but you want to hold on to. So I am going to now time-lapse myself again and take all of this off. I'll explain everything and like go over each book by book and whatever at the end of this video, but for now I really just need to do this and not really talk through it. So let's do it. On these top shelves, they're going to be my YA fantasy slash just YA. So I'm going to leave this for now. I like it. That's great. Now for this shelf, I think I'm going to continue the YA. I think this side will be more Christian fiction. This side will be not. Although I might actually flip that. So we'll see. For now, that's what I'm going to do because I still have piles all over the floor. Yeah. Everyone, so I did finish. It is the next day. I went to bed after completing it, and I'm gonna go over these shelves and then I will show you my TBR shelf as well. I think I'll definitely be changing these shelves up of like where the books are as time goes, as I film more videos and just like, yeah. I want to know what you guys are seeing in the background, and I want all of my favorites to be seen. So I tried to kind of do that, but I don't know exactly if it worked. So I am gonna zoom you guys in and we're gonna go over this together, and then I'll show you my TBR shelf as well. I'm not gonna do a room tour because the rest of my room still has some work to be done, but at least this is done, and now I can hopefully sit. I don't know if you can see this, but hopefully I can sit here and film videos, and I'm so excited to share this with you. So let's do it. Okay, so starting at the top, this is going to be all of my Christian nonfiction and any Bibles that I have. So it's not perfect because I did take some out to put them downstairs, so I got to fill in some gaps there, but these are all of my favorite Christian nonfiction that I've read that I own. So you can take a look. I'm not going to say every single title because I did do that in my like bookshelf packing video. So if you want to see that, I'll link it down below. But these are the books that I love. And then the ones that are like under this plant, they're just the mass market paperbacks that are there. I don't really have a way to display them in a nice way. So some of these are my favorites and some of them aren't, but they're just gonna sit here and hold this plant, and that's gonna have to be okay with them. Then we go to my YA fantasy, and this is kind of my OG shelf with nostalgia, but not necessarily books I'd recommend now. So The Vampire Academy and Bloodlines. I used to love these books. I'm still going to keep them for now, but I don't talk about them on my channel. And then A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, Red Queen, and then The Hunger Games, and the Cursebreakers trilogy, and then Defend the Dawn, Destroy the Day, Bridget Kemmerer, more YA books. So that's that. And then more YA here as well. So some contemporary, but still fantasy as well, and just whatever. Did you guys see that there's going to be a book 5 in the Naturals? Very excited about that. Yeah, more YA along this shelf. And then starting with my faves, Becky Wade's books that I own that I love, and then just some like standalone single authors that I love, Nicole Deese, Tammy L. Gray. And then here is my Francine Rivers shelf. So I actually put them in order of when I'm reading them with my book club, so that was kind of fun to do. And The Atonement Child is missing because I'm still currently reading that. But yeah, those are all of the Francine Rivers books. And I did get Leota's Garden and Her Mother's Hope and Her Daughter's Dream from my mom. So they're kind of like big hardcovers that I don't necessarily want to own, but at least now I can read them with the book club. And then just more Christian fiction, some like single contemporary books, and then getting into romantic suspense. So Danny Petrie, Terry Blackstock, Melissa Coslin, and then I put Melissa Take's trilogy. It's not really suspense, but I put that there. And then just more suspense, Lynn H. Blackburn, and then some kind of single standalone books, and then Charles Martin, Lynn Austen. And then here are my Christmas books and a few more like Christian fiction, historical fiction. I did get a new copy of The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna. I don't even know, my sister got this somehow, and it's like the floppy paperback, and I would way rather have that than the big hardcovers. So the big hardcover's downstairs, and now I have the floppy paperback for my shelves. So there's that. Can I get this back in? Oh, there we go. And then Edenbrook, my love. These two should be flipped. This Present Darkness and Piercing the Darkness. And then all of the rom-coms. So this is the shelf that I might want to move up just because it's so pretty and colorful. I tried to do it in like rainbow. So yeah, just all of the clean-ish secular rom-coms that I have read and own. And then The Good Sister is a thriller. And then I did put I put my Twilight series beside the shelf because there wasn't really any room, and I still wanted to see it because it just makes me happy to see the spines, because these were the books that got me obsessed with reading. So yeah, that is the shelf. Let me just stand up and back up and put my slipper back on. There it is. So yeah, I added this plant, and then these are fake flowers. I've got a lamp that I do use, and then this little thing, this little person that's reading and like is covered in words, and then a cross back there. That's all that I have for decoration for now, just because I want to leave them like this and see how I like it for now, which actually I might actually turn this on. I don't know if that gives, woo, okay, gonna trip. There we go. I am just really happy to see them set up. Okay, onto the TBR shelf. So ignore the top of this shelf because it has just clutter on it. I still need to deal with it, but at least there's books on the shelf. So this first line of books is all TBR books, and behind them, which, can I show you? Behind them are books that I've read. So there's the Left Behind series, you saw me do that, and then just other books too. So you may notice actually that I have added some books to the TBR shelf. So Firefly Lane, Kristen Hanna. Again, my sister got this, and then Everyone in My Family Has Killed Someone, Benjamin Stevenson. I don't know if I'm gonna like those books, but I have them, and I think those are the only new ones on this shelf. And then down below is still more TBR books, nonfiction, and then still some like Christian fiction. And then behind, oh, can you see that? Our Pony Pals, Animal Arc, like all the like middle grade books and Babysitter's Club are behind this shelf. So that works for me. And then I think I want to use this shelf as my library book shelf. it's kind of working, kind of not. Like, here's some library books other than just Friends. And then behind are still books that either I didn't like or I have multiple copies. Like Through Each Tomorrow, I have 2 copies of that. And then these are just like books that I either don't want to talk about or whatever. And then back there are more TBR books, and then TBR books here as well. There's the Atonement Child. So that's how I'm going to do it for now. I might want to switch this and make this be the top shelf, but I don't like there's gaps and stuff, but I would need somewhere to like put my library books because I lose them sometimes. Anyways, because I go to the library like literally every day. So that's the TBR shelf, and I'm happy with it. So these are the books on my physical TBR. So not a lot, right? But I did want to get them down to 10 this year. How much is 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow. So I have to read all of these books this year. And that's like pretty unrealistic. How is that only 10 books right here? Wow. Did I count right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. I was definitely a little unrealistic with that goal, but it's okay. And like some of these books I want to read for sure, like this year, but then some I'm like, nah. So we'll see what happens. I am currently reading Just Friends, so I will be doing a reading vlog for that book pretty soon here, and I just wanted to finish up this video. So thank you for watching this video, you guys. That is the end of it. I am so happy to have this all set up. So I think I have one more video where I was filming in my old place that you'll see different clips of, but for the most part, all of my new videos are gonna have this kind of background, and I'm gonna play around with angles and all the things, but for now, here we are. So thank you for joining me today. Thank you for watching, and I'm just really excited to share more with you. So I have lots of plans, so stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.